I'm going to talk with the chat. It's up to you if you want to sit, but hello, everybody. It's another wonderful Sunday here in Vancouver. I'm here at the Butter King store, rolling up a doobie, and this week it's Pride weekend here in Vancouver. So I thought it would be a good idea to maybe express how proud I am to be myself, of course. And, it's taken a long time for me to get to where I am now. And I still struggle with my inner demons every single day. But I thought that it would be a really good idea for all of you guys to get to know me and know why I'm proud to be who I am. So I thought it'd be a good show and a good weekend and a good week to take that opportunity to get to know you guys. So this is the week that I'm going to do sort of a Q&A with all my live chatters. I have Butter King here just hanging out and chilling. We're going to be doing some dabs and doing some smoking. But yeah, so basically fire off your questions and I will choose one and I will answer it as honest as I can for you guys. And we'll just go from there. We're going to smoke joints and have some dabs and yeah, it's going to be good. So let's have a look. Who's in the chat? Lots of people are in the chat. Chilling Like a Villain's in the chat. Tame Oop, always in the chat. We've got 420 Wild Dragon in the chat. Sun Green, Stoner Smurf. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, shoot over some questions and let's get it started. And I'm going to spark the joint. Smoking on some Romulan right now. It's our favorite, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely what we're enjoying the most right now. Just so you know, the chat that I am looking at does have a little bit of a delay. So if there's questions that I'm not seeing right away, just know that's why. I can't see it. It's just so little for my eyes. I can't see it, but that's okay. Everyone else can see it. Oh, so good to see everyone in the chat. Someone in Facebook says, what is my favorite what? Strain? I would probably have to say the Tuna Kush is by far my favorite strain right now. Probably for the last good few years, it's been my favorite strain. I love to still smoke other stuff, but tuna will always do what I need. If I need to sleep, if I need pain relief, if I need to get freaking high, like whatever it is that I need to do, Tuna Kush always does that for me. So that's always my go-to. It's my favorite.
And Butter King dabs.
Say that again?
And Butter King dabs.
That's right, and Butter King dabs. So yeah, Tuna Kush, definitely, well, and Kush Queen, right? I love my indicas. Very, very big on indicas. What do I think about caramel Kush? I've never tried that, to be honest. I never even knew that that was a strain. So, that's another thing is you never know everything. There's always more to explore. There's always new strains. And I think that's super cool. So, I'd love to try the caramel Kush.
Sit right here and share it with me.
How can I get some Butter King butter? Well, we have the store here, 2137 Commercial Drive, Butter Kings. And then you can also go to the website and have a look at the website there and see if you can get yourself some Butter King products.
The best.
Yeah. Canada only, of course. Sorry, anyone watching from the States.
We love you, Americans. We're working on it. We're working on it. It's going to come to America soon. As soon as legally possible.
That's the Romulan for you. Holy moly.
Oh, it's so good.
I love
All you
it.
have to do is have maybe a quarter ounce in your pocket on the way into work, and the cops pull you over. They think you got the mother load in the trunk. Just a quarter ounce. It's so fruity. Oh, fruity. What we got here? Some chocolate
Oh,
haze.
everyone's being so kind. You guys are all so good to me on the chat. I love it. But ask me things. Ask me things about me. Let's get into the questions here. Okay, go ahead. Joints. I will always love smoking a joint. It's my absolute favorite. I've never been a big bong smoker. I don't think I have the lungs for that, to be honest. And like big ups on those girls who can do like massive bong hoots and like just still look so pretty doing it. Just huge smoke. This big cloud comes out. I was like, that's fucking impressive. I can't do that. There's no way.
It's
I can do it
beautiful.
with vape, but I cannot do it with,
Beautiful.
yeah, with a bong. So definitely joint all the way. I can't get enough of my joints. It's my favorite.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
When did you first smoke a joint? That's a good question. I like that question. Making me think here. Okay, my
We, al-
first joint.
we always
Well, it's
remember
funny
our
because
first.
you know what's funny is I kind of don't. I remember the first time I smoked weed, but it wasn't a joint, and I think that that's why I don't remember my first joint. It's
Ah,
strange. So
good
the first
point.
time I ever smoked weed was in grade 8, and I went to my friend's house, and she had a barn out back. I went to school in Maple Ridge, so she had a barn out back of her place, and that's where we would go and smoke. Well, they would go and smoke weed. She had an older brother, and we went out back and we smoked weed from a bottle, like a pop can. That was
Ooh.
my first time smoking a joint or smoking weed. I just did a little hoop from the pop can, and I got so freaking ripped, and I fell in love instantly. Like I was hooked. I was like,
I
I
never
love
got
this.
stoned the
It made
first
me
time.
feel so good. I didn't get stupid or silly. Like I got it was like I love this. Like I mean, I may have got a little silly because I was young, but like I didn't act like I was freaking on acid or something. Yeah, like boo, freaking Smurf over here. No, I
Oh, I
just
did.
no,
Jeez,
not me.
the first time I smoked, I never got high. But the first time I smoked and got high, holy shit. It was like the best trip ever. In and out of consciousness.
How long have I been smoking? Fully, like I first tried it in grade 8, but I was in foster care, and just the way my lifestyle was going, I couldn't really start smoking. But as soon as I figured it out and figured out how I could get myself some, and I ended up running away from that foster home, um, I became a pretty heavy smoker. I'd say about 16, 16, 17, I'd say, is when I was like, yep. It's awesome.
Good natural
Yeah, it just,
medicine
oh
for the
God, yeah.
stress. Think of what you would have and could have gotten into if it
Rob
wasn't
Moore's,
weed.
have I seen, what?
Think of what you would have gotten into if it wasn't weed that you first smoked. It was a savior that you went to that first
I definitely
when you
agree with
needed
that
it. Yeah.
personally
Smoke
because I
lots.
did go through a lot in my childhood that um, a lot of
And the
people
weed
end up doing
helps.
other things. They end up, drinking a lot to
Yeah.
suppress their issues. They'll end
Weed
up doing other
helps.
drugs.
Oh yeah.
Not everyone, but just sometimes it does happen. And I definitely am really happy that I found weed first. Definitely
Yeah.
happy. Yeah. And, I don't even like drinking anymore. I drink once in a while. I mean, yesterday I had my housewarming party. It was an amazing time with all my girlfriends came over. And I had 3 drinks and I didn't get drunk, but I felt so sick. Like, oh, I needed to like just. I was like, I'm putting on Marilyn Monroe and cuddling up on my couch and smoking joints. So everyone wants to join me can join me. And it's funny because everyone ended up joining me, and that's just we ended up winding it down that way. But it was just kind of like, like why do I drink? Why do I do this to myself? I fucking hate it. Like, I don't even enjoy myself doing it. So why? What is the
Well,
point?
how about that big joint you smoked that was 10 grams?
I did. I got
Cody
to,
Van
yeah.
Gogh?
Shout out to Cody Van Gogh. I got to smoke a T Rex joint yesterday at the housewarming party, and it was so much fun. Oh,
10
that thing is
grams.
killer. Everyone, I pulled it out and everyone was like, holy shit.
You should have had
What is
some
that? I
footage for
want to
the
take a
show
picture.
today.
I do have some footage. I might
Yeah,
put something together, but
that would be cool to show the viewers.
yeah, it was just more of just a little get together. But yeah, it was cool. Anyways, um, Rob Moore's cartoon. I If you're talking about the expert joints one, yes, I did see it, and it's amazing. Shout out to Rob Moore. I love the cartoon you drew of me. Be really cool to have my own little cartoon thing, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Hint, hint. Hint, hint.
Any animators out there?
Right? So cool. Um, okay, what else? Weed is the best. Alcohol is poison. Yes, I agree. Uh, what else is on here? It's so hard. Sometimes it goes a little fast. And seeing anything on Facebook?
No, but we were talking about these kinds of things on my show. What was your first dab?
My first dab was of Butter King butter.
Of course.
I don't know if it was with you though, because I
No.
did work at the VDS and they did carry Butter King butter for a really long time. And my boss there was a very big fan for a while, and I'm pretty sure that my first dab was from her, and it was a Butter King butter, and I
Yeah.
loved it. But I've always loved my joints, so I didn't get really into it. It was more just definitely a treat for me. Every once in a while at a party or something, I'd say, sure, I'll have a dab.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm spending all this effort and love and time and money into all these dabbing things because I just absolutely love it. It's so neat, and it's a
Sometimes
way
you
of
just
also
need a
supporting
boost.
everyone in the community at the same time. Like, I'm supporting glass, I'm supporting concentrates, I'm supporting myself. It's a
Yeah.
good thing, you know? I'm making myself happy at the end of the day, so. So, 420 Wild Dragon asks, how many dabs in a day do you do? Well, it varies. There are some days, it varies on the people I hang out with. I'll be very honest with you. There are some people that I hang out with and they just want to dab, 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 dab. And I just dab, 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 dab with them until I'm not with them anymore. And I'm like, holy fuck. And then there's some days where I just, on my own, I would probably say maybe about 10 dabs a day, average, by myself, like on a day off. But joints, don't even get me started on that. I couldn't even count. I love my joints. I smoke a lot of
At
doobies.
least one an hour.
I smoke a lot of doobies. It's pretty insane. But I need it.
Well, it's the only thing you do. It's the only medicine you take.
Yep,
And it
that's
really
true.
helps,
It's true. Yeah, I
It
don't smoke
helps.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
I don't do anything else. I
No
mean,
side effects.
sometimes, like at a party, I will try to have a drink, and I just keep realizing I'm like, nope, can't do it. Not gonna do it. So I think the biggest thing for me that I need to cut out of my life is just unhealthy food. Like, that's a big thing that I'm trying to work on myself right
Fonzie?
now, is just making sure that I can eat clean and good. So,
Mike?
yeah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What's that?
Pride weekend.
It's hard to eat well. It is, especially me. I like to busy myself. So when I'm like go 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 go, sometimes I'll just have coffee and I don't eat. I forget to eat. I know it's bad. And I'm like go 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 go. Don't
Liquid
really
and
eat.
smoke.
Yeah, and then it gets to a certain amount of the day where I'm just like, holy fuck, I'm gonna pass out, and I feel like shit, and I have a short temper, and all these things start to go, and I'm just like, whoa, I need to eat, and then I eat something, and then I don't stop until I go to sleep. So it's really unhealthy, and usually it's something quick and fast, like a wrap, or it'll be like a burger, drive through. I love fucking drive through. It's so yummy. Poutine, like all these things that are so delicious, but they're just not really good for you to eat all the time. And so that's my major thing that I need to get out of my life. I quit
Well,
cigarettes. I
you
pretty much
need-
almost quit drinking. Now it's time to eat better.
Yeah.
So
Well, you need
step
to
at
be
a
like
time,
Oprah and have a private chef that cooks custom for you.
Hey, you know what's funny is you mentioned that
It'll
is
happen.
shout out to Active Body out in White Rock. I've been going there and getting myself
Definitely.
some meals after my workouts, and they actually have a program where you pay about I think it's in between $10 to $12 for a meal, and they make it for you. You put it in your freezer, and then you eat it after, and it's all fresh, and
Wow.
it's I
That's
did the math, and it's if not the same
that's
amount, if not
cheap.
cheaper than what I usually spend on eating out and eating over here and eating over there. But I would be eating healthy, and I would be eating like a good meal. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go
That's a
over
great
there on
idea,
Tuesday and
especially
make
for
myself an
work.
order,
I mean,
and I
yeah,
could just bring in some
Friday,
food and
Saturday.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. Anyways, favorite kind of pizza. For the longest time, I absolutely loved taco pizza from Panago. That was my jam. Now I'm a little bit more, I would say, like classic pepperoni, cheese. I just love it. So good, yeah. I used to like capicola, but it got or capicoli or whatever that meat is called. But it's just a little bit too spicy now. I'm just like, oh. And you know what's weird is I like spice, but there's something about that meat. I just don't like
I
it
think
anymore.
it's pork.
Is it?
Yeah, thinly
Maybe
sliced
that's why I don't
cured
like
pork.
it. Because I
Yeah,
stopped liking bacon, and when I
capicoli,
stopped liking
definitely
bacon, I
pork.
stopped liking that. So,
Yeah, maybe one
ugh.
of the viewers will know.
Yeah. Someone's like, I have to go eat now. I love it. Good. Enjoy your meal. Yeah, this is good. I like it. Get to know everybody.
Someone says, have any pets?
No, I did. In my foster care family growing up, we had two dogs, two Maltese, one named Barney, one named Gus. And then I left that foster home, and then I didn't have a pet for a very long time. And then my mom bought a dog randomly, and he was a border collie crossed with a Rottweiler, and we named him Cosmo. And he was the most adorable dog ever. He had like the cutest eyebrows, like he had facial expressions like you wouldn't believe, the cutest white chest, but like rotty paws and like a cute tail. Like, oh, he was just literally my everything. And unfortunately, I ended up losing him. My mom ended up selling him for her own reasons. And then, so I didn't have a pet for a really long time after that again. And then I moved in with King, and he has two dogs, Bentley and Maggie, and they're the most amazing dogs. So I do live there, so I do get to see them part time. So I feel like I kind of have pets, but personally, me owning one, no, I don't. But it's definitely something that I want very, very much. So hopefully that's something I'll be getting. Yeah. One day it'll come, all in good time. But dogs are my favorite. I love them. They're so cool. They're so loyal. And they have such personality. I'm not saying other animals don't, but for me, I mesh with dogs. I just like love dogs. I'd rather hang out with dogs sometimes than other people. I'm just like, you're so cool.
Sleeping with them too.
Oh, they just want to do everything
They're
you
so
want to do,
snuggly.
and they just look up at you like you're just everything at all times. It's just the fucking cutest thing, man. Who wouldn't want that unconditional love from a being? It's
They don't
so
talk
great.
back either,
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
or talk shit.
You going anywhere soon out of BC? Um, I am definitely really hoping and planning to be going to Jamaica
100%.
for the Cannabis Cup. I'm not sure when it's going to be because they haven't really released exactly when either. But it's going to be coming up, and that's definitely something Kush Queen wants to be a part of. So Kush Queen and
Ooh.
some Butter King is
It
going to
wouldn't
be
be the
out there as
Cannabis
well.
Cup if it wasn't Kush Queen there.
Right? Right? I'm excited about that. But other than like me, I don't know. I'd like to go to Toronto, to be honest with you, maybe for a week with my
Toronto.
girlfriends just to check it out. I think that would be something fun, but that's about it. I usually like to stay in BC. I like to stay in the interior, I guess, if when I like to go on vacation when I do go. Osoyoos is definitely one of my favorite places to go. So, yeah, nothing too far away. Can I have that? Not the joint, the lighter. Thanks. Love my dress. I look fabulous. Thank you. It's a romper. Isn't it adorable? Thank you. Honey and butter make a good pizza topping. No red sauce, just brush on honey and butter, half and half, then cheese.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does sound very good. Maybe I might try that.
We need to get like an oven here or something, or where you can cook. Little kitchen area.
Maybe in the winter it's too damn hot right now
No,
to
I know
do
right
anything
now, but
like
can you
that.
imagine that being able to cook though, or have someone cooking for us?
Mm-hmm.
Just
That'd be
tell
super cool.
fresh food.
Yeah.
What kind of weed you smoking on?
Romulan still. I'm still smoking the same joint. This is what happens when I smoke by myself, pretty much.
Chocolate haze.
Ooh, nice.
Try a hoot of that, baby. There. Oh,
Oh, calendars. Yes, calendars are coming. I have my first day booked for the shoot. I'm very, very excited to bring you the 2018 calendar. And I'm going to have it out on time this year for you guys. I promise they'll be out and ready to go before October. Yeah, that's right. Mark my words.
yeah, that's a good plan. Calendars soon, I
Yep,
guess.
I'm already working on it.
Anytime.
Totally. That's really nice, that chocolate haze. I like that.
It is. It's chocolatey.
That's funny. Oh, I did something. I don't know. There we go. Everything's fine again. What else? Aw, someone said, "Do you want my dog part time? I could use a break. LOL. Love him a lot, but he is currently trying to climb on my laptop. He's a husky." Aw, it's so cute. I just had the greatest mental image of that. I
Yeah,
love dogs
they're
to death.
beautiful.
Ah, they're amazing. Kush Queen, you grew up in Maple Ridge. Do you know Remo? I've met Remo before, but I don't know Remo like from Maple Ridge or anything. I did something again. Um, it's touch
Who,
screen. My fingers are everywhere.
whoever lives in
I
Maple Ridge knows Ramo.
yeah. Well,
Not just there, but
I grew up in Maple Ridge, not so much. I moved to Maple Ridge with my foster family when I was about, I think for grade 8. No, no, I did grade 6 and 7 in Yenadin Elementary School, and then I went to Garibaldi for a little while, and then I left my foster home. So I was out there for a little while. Um, but I wasn't out there till I was old enough to like get into really this world. I was out there when I was younger. I moved out here onto Commercial Drive actually with my mom. Finally, after all the drama of being in foster care, and then that's when I kind of found cannabis and all of the
The
wonders of
sacred
Commercial
herb.
Drive in East Vancouver and everybody here in the cannabis community. It all just kind of unfolded after a couple years. It was really cool. I'm glad that
great
I
city.
moved out here. Yeah. Maple Ridge is very sheltered, especially if you're in a foster care one, to like don't really know anything about transit or have a car or anything. It's very just Maple Ridge, man. I just knew Maple Ridge. I knew Alouette Lake. I knew Mission, but we never really would go very often, and that was all I knew for like the longest time. This is crazy.
Beautiful out
So
there.
sheltered. Do you enjoy death metal? No,
I do.
I don't. I like
Dark,
metal,
guys.
but death metal's like that really intense, wave your hair
Yeah,
around, like
Slipknot. I've actually met all the Slipknotters, and they got to sign my poster.
yeah. I don't think I'm a very big fan. I wouldn't say I hate it, but yeah, probably not.
Pantera. You like Pantera?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't know.
I gotta play you some.
What else? Do 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 do. I like the new wallpaper. Thanks. This is King's wallpaper.
Actually, this is one of my crops, and that goes far beyond what you guys see here. It goes way down that way, about another 60 feet.
It's our entire wall of the
Yeah,
dispensary here, which is super cool. And then
yeah,
across from us over there, like you saw before, it's the pages from the High Times article that you were published in, which is super
that's
cool.
right. Yeah, all the
Yeah,
different
and
butter
we actually got to
varieties.
hang out with one of the guys from the High Times magazines on
Yeah,
Thursday
AJ.
at Craig's. Yeah, AJ at Craig's show. He was super cool. Shout outs to you. You were
Yeah.
awesome to meet.
High Times, Los Angeles.
Hopefully we'll be able to have him on my show pretty soon. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well,
I
we
like
talked.
this.
Yeah, we're gonna. We talked, and we're gonna do another article. I'd like to see him do one for the Cushy too.
That would be
We
cool.
talked about, yeah,
That
Cushy
would
in
be
the High
cool.
Times would be a high point.
Right? What else is going on here? Never too late to love death metal. It's true. Maybe you can show me something that I would enjoy, and I could change my mind. I'm always open.
Yeah.
Um,
Someone says, is that Starbucks you're drinking?
why, yes, it is. Just kidding. I love Starbs. A lot of people hate on Starbs, but I love it. I don't know. There's something about the taste. Um, Maybe it's that I started drinking coffee at Starbucks that I like Starbucks so much. So maybe, I haven't tasted what real coffee is, like some people would say, but I love it. It's my go to place. And honestly, they treat me good when I go to Starbucks because I go so often. Everyone gets to know me there. They know my name, they know my order. Having a bad day, they're like, oh, you look sad. And they try to help me smile. It's like just people at Starbucks. And I fucking love that. It's awesome. What do you want, Derek? Jeez, just kidding.
Our resident mailman, Cliff Clayburn.
Where have I been in the world, especially Canada? Well, when I was in foster care, I did a cross country RV trip. So we drove all the way across Canada to Quebec was the furthest, I should say. Sorry, not all the way across. And then we came back through like the upper parts of the states, and then back home, back to Maple Ridge, and it was really, really, really cool. I got to see a lot of the country, and I got to experience a lot of cool things, and all in RV parks. And I know it sounds weird, but it's different when you travel the world and stay at hotels and when you travel the world and you stay in like nature in itself and different like actual cool national parks and RV parks and stuff. It was really, really cool. um, I've been to Mexico. I've been to um, California. I went to Disneyland. Yeah, that was fun. And that's it. That's all.
What year was it you went across Canada?
I don't remember, but I was
Guess
in grade
roughly.
7.
So
I was in grade 7. How old would I be in grade 7? Fuck.
I would say in the 90s, or no?
No, I was
Uh,
like 13, I think. Maybe,
sorry.
yeah, I think you're right. I think I was like 13.
Yeah, that must have been a
So
hell of a trip, man.
it
Who
was.
wouldn't want to do
We were
that?
gone for 8 weeks.
And you came back through the States, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Wow, that's cool.
it was really cool. Oh, I did something again. Fuck, Katrina. Jesus Christ. Oh, I fixed it. Woo! Okay, what else? Pink Floyd is metal, is it not? I don't know. Is it?
Pink Floyd?
Someone's asking. I think they're talking to each other in the chat. Wally World. What's Wally World? I've never been to Wally World.
That's
Is that somewhere I should have
National
gone?
Lampoon's vacation.
Oh,
They all went to Wally World.
oh, I never went.
In that lovely metallic P station wagon.
Favorite movie? It's hard. That's really, really, really hard. I'm a movie girl. That's so hard to ask me. I really don't think I could give you an
Beauty
answer.
and the Beast.
No, I love everything. Like,
Is it a
A
Disney
Little
movie?
Princess. Has my heart.
Finding
Love that.
Nemo.
Love Finding Nemo. Little Mermaid. I love it all. Oh my god. How can I
It's
just like
definitely a Disney movie though.
Pineapple
Right? Wouldn't you say?
Express? Like fuck. Yeah, no, I can't answer that question. I'm sorry. I have way too many movies on my list. I love movies. Wally World is Walmart.
Every morning.
I love it. What strains will you use to breed your own? Ooh, how'd you know I wanted to breed my own, girl? I know what Walmart is. I just didn't know it was called Wally World. Fuck, I call it Walmart. I don't know. Oh my god. Too funny. I ordered the Arctic Blue.
Especially the one out near your house. It's 1,000,000 square feet or something silly.
It's huge. I go there all the time.
the
I can get
biggest.
anything I fucking want there, man.
Yeah.
I
you're
would
right.
never hate on Walmart. Never. What's the worst weed I ever smoked? Okay, I know this one right away because I'll never live this down, like I swear. So I went to my girlfriend's house to smoke a couple joints, and I rolled a couple joints, and this other girl, one of her friends, a friend of a friend, acquaintance, I didn't really know her, rolled a couple joints. And when we got to her joints, it fucking smelled and tasted like I was smoking on cat piss, man. It was so gross. Like, it was, oh, I just can't even think right now. Just, it was so disgusting. I was like, I don't want any more of that joint, please.
There,
Like,
there is some varieties that we used to call
oh my
cat
god.
piss weed.
Sure, but this was different. It wasn't called cat piss. It just tasted and smelled like it while it was burning, and I just couldn't do it. I was just like, and I've never smoked anything that disgusting since. So that was definitely the worst weed I've ever smoked. So if you're watching this, whoever you were, you had the worst weed I've ever smoked in my life. So disgusting.
Have you ever had to scrape roaches or go on a hunt for some weed?
I used to go on hunts for my mom's roaches when I was growing up as a teenager. Me and my girlfriend Emily, we would start searching the house for roaches, and when one of us would find like where the roaches were or like a little bit of weed or something, one of us would yell out jackpot every time, and we would just be like, yes, we got some, and we'd like roll it up. And I used to smoke I used to smoke tiny joints, but a lot of them. Like I'd use like little white zigzags, just little toothpicks, and I'd love it. But now I roll like freaking finger joints to my head.
And only
Spoiled.
smoke half of it.
Not half. It's just because my nails are so long. I can't
I know.
do.
Just got all these
I can't
one-third,
do it like you guys
half-size
do it.
joints, But
Everyone loves rating my ashtray. They're like, woo, have to be.
they get used. We smoke them.
Totally. I don't throw them
It's
away.
the bomb.
Yeah. Butterscotch or caramel?
What's the difference?
That's why
I
I
just
can't
don't
even
understand.
answer.
Is there a
I
difference?
hate caramel. I really don't like it.
Hey,
It's
Mike?
so sweet. It's like,
Is there a difference between butterscotch and caramel?
oh, I'm like, what? That's
Yeah, I don't know.
hilarious.
Maybe one of the
Favorite
viewers can
papers?
explain.
Raw, baby, all the way, all day, every
No
day.
question.
Raw 24/7.
And we're not getting paid to say this. We're
Nope,
saying
I
this
just
because we
love
smoke.
raws. I've smoked raws before I knew
Yeah.
raw, before I knew Josh, before I knew. I loved raws.
We
It was
smoked-
zigzags and it was raws.
Yeah. We
What
smoke
about-
500 joints between us a month. Me
Yep.
and Kush Queen.
Yep.
Easy.
Easily.
So we know what papers are.
Someone asked what your favorite beach is.
My favorite beach? I love Third Beach. It's my favorite beach to go to.
What's your second favorite?
Um,
Come on now.
I want to say Wreck, but I've only been to Wreck once, so I can't say that it's my favorite beach yet. I'm sure it could become my favorite beach, but I don't know. I need it to be really sandy. I don't like pebbly, rocky,
Yeah.
grassy sort of
Yeah, and that's
areas
a
to lay
river.
down. I don't like that. No, there's some places it's like I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like White Rock Beach does not have a lot of sand where you can just hang out on the sand unless the water's really out. And then it's like kind of it's not really it's like wet sand. It's not what you want to
Yeah.
really be like laying in and
I think the
tanning. So
sand at Wreck Beach is beautiful.
yeah, well I haven't gone very much. Like I said, I've only been once. So
Surreal. The
I'm
way
gonna
that
have to go some more. But for now it's third and just third. What else? Ah, do, do,
Hmm.
do.
Why don't I swap you, Kush Queen?
I found
Chill.
the raw 500 for $5 on eBay. That's how much we sell for them here.
Do a swap there.
Sorry, I'm talking. This is what happens when I talk. It's like a microphone. I have two microphones. Hi. Have I ever tried doing my hair red? Yes. I actually used to have red hair. Funny you said that.
Wow.
I went through like a phase on about half of a year
When you first started
where
working here,
no,
no?
I was still
I remember
at the
the
other
red.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you then, but I wasn't working here yet. But
Okay.
yeah, I did. I went through a good half a year of red. Unfortunately, the person who did it, I don't know, it kept leaking. So it was always like my ears and like the back of my neck. I always looked like it was like all red tinted pink. All my pillowcases, all my shirts, I always had to wear dark. My nails had to always be dark. Everything had to be dark, or else it would just stain everything. Yeah, I didn't like it. Was not a big fan. So I ended up having to get rid of it. But I might do it again one time. Maybe hopefully find someone who is better at doing it, maybe, so that they don't have it leaking all over the place. And maybe I'd be able to rock it. But I loved it, and everyone else did too. It looked really good. I have some pictures on my Instagram. Construction paper. It's funny. Favorite smoking game? I've never played a smoking game before. Ever. What kind of smoking games can you play?
We could do like three toke choke kind of thing. So everyone's like on the passenger and you hold it.
Three toke choke? What the
You
fuck?
ever did that when you were
Ah, no. It's so fun. What?
so you toke it real fast because you have
You
three
toke it real fast.
Yeah, so you just go and
So you just go,
then pass it
but I hold it in
until it comes back around the surface,
and I do it again.
and then you can let it out to take your next three tokes.
Oh, so you gotta hold it in. So the first person who goes and chokes like that or whatever. I don't know why I made that. I don't know why I made that.
That's a great game.
But yeah, so that's what you do though. So the first person to choke basically though is done.
Well, I guess.
Well,
That guy.
well, how's it a game? Someone has to lose. There always has to be a fucking loser. Just kidding. I love it. Okay. Okay. What else?
Name that joint. That's a great game.
Name that joint.
I heard this story of a guy who, in order to access 100+ varieties, he had to name the day, or sorry, the month and the year that this pot came out on the street. And it's the truth. So this guy went, and he was a real connoisseur. And this is a true story I read in High Times. So he met up with this guy, and the guy pulled out a couple varieties and asked him, okay, month and year. And we're talking like 10 years earlier. He aced it, both varieties. So the prize for that was he was able to access the sacred um, varieties that this gentleman had amassed over the years. And it showed a picture. It was the centerfold, and it was jars beyond jars. It was amazing. Hundreds of varieties of cannabis.
Wow.
And that inspired me to save. And I have 51 varieties, but
You're getting there.
yeah,
Slowly.
yeah.
Pin the
Imagine.
doobie on the hippie.
That's almost as bad as kick the beggar.
That's horrible. Oh my god. Show your tattoos. Well, there's this one. Everyone's seen the one on my leg, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I have the one on my inner arm here. And then I have my butterflies here. And then I have my script with my other script here. And then I have my new one, which is my neck.
That's stellar.
So yeah.
With the
And
crown.
I had to take a break because summer. And then this winter, I'm going to get tattied up. I have so many ideas. I literally, in my head right now, have 1, 2, 3 tattoos ready. I've spoken with my artists about it, and they're working on them. And I'm just waiting for the temperature to drop back down, and I'm back on it.
Yeah, great idea.
Really, 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 really excited about it.
The
Whoop,
more the
whoop,
better.
whoop, whoop.
Once you do it, you get hooked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just starting, hey, Katrina.
I
I
did
could
just
just
start.
imagine.
The thing about me is that, there's 2 different people who like tattoos. People who just like tattoos. It doesn't matter what it is. They just want to fill up their whole body. And I'm not hating on that. That's cool. You do whatever the hell you want. It's pride, right? It's all about being proud of whoever the fuck you want to be. But then there's also people who have stories and they have meanings and they have a lot of emotion and
cool.
attachment to their pieces. And that's kind of the way I work. So mine all have to mean something to me, and so it's slowly. It's all
Yeah.
life journeys
It's
and
a
all that kind of
canvas.
stuff.
Yeah, that's cool,
yeah,
man. A collage.
exactly.
You're right. They have all meaning.
Mhm. Um. Wow, thank you. Thank you for all the compliments, by the way. You guys are all very, very kind. I really like it. You guys are great. I wouldn't be Kush Queen without you guys. You guys are always watching and showing me lots of love, and I really appreciate that. Especially you, 420 Wild Dragon. You watch all my shows. You watch all the shows on Pod TV. You're such a fan. You're really, really cool. Just wanted to appreciate you for a quick second and say thank you
Yeah.
for, always showing the love. It's very, very much appreciated.
Yeah, man. You're awesome.
Mm-hmm. And everyone else too, chilling like a villain. I always see you. I've been seeing you since I was doing just the Wednesday shows. Definitely a name that I recognize. So, yeah, lots of love to Rob Moore as well. And yeah, who else? What other names have I recognized for a very long time? Let's see. So much love. I love it. Coffee. Fuck Instagram censorship. Yeah, you know what? Thanks for bringing that up. That's actually something that I can definitely talk about because it's something that definitely bothers me. I touched this again and did something to it, Alyssa. Um, um, so it's summer. I like to go to the beach. I like to hang out, literally. I don't if I don't want to wear a top, I'm not going to wear a top. It's legal for me to do that. And I like to take videos of what I'm doing all the time, clothed. And if I so happen to be topless at the beach with my friends, I so happen to be topless at the beach with my friends. But
Yeah.
I think it's really fucked up that people, one, will report your pictures
Whoa.
like a hater and like over and over again too. It's really, really stupid. Yeah. It's like, just don't look at it. Just keep scrolling. Like, big fucking deal. But
Hater.
2, Instagram will actually delete it. And they will send you a message saying your photo didn't follow the guidelines. And we're deleting it. And it's just like, guidelines? What guidelines? Like, it's legal for me to be topless. How is it not allowed for me to be on the internet? I see topless guys all over Instagram. I see topless guys outside all the time.
What's the
When it
difference?
gets hot in here, guys take their shirt off all the
Yeah.
fucking time. Why is it different and why is it a problem for women? I don't understand. It's
not
not
right.
okay. It's not equal. It's
It should
not
be
equal
fair.
rights. It should be fair. It's stupid. It bugs me. It irritates me. Um, So now when I do have to put up my pictures, I have to put up little things on top of my nipples to hide. It's like, but then, and then they don't delete that. Like you can still see my huge breasts. Okay, they're freaking there. I just have little flowers over the nipples, and that's okay. It's just such a fucking slap to the face. Like really, man.
Yeah.
It's
The
stupid.
old system.
It's so stupid. Anyways, so yeah, fuck Instagram censorship. Shit's bullshit. So whatever. Do you have a question, Alyssa? You look like you were about to say something.
Looking.
Just hanging out.
Someone says you have Snapchat, but I don't know.
I do have Snapchat. You can add me on Snapchat, Ms. Kush Queen. 3 E's in the Queen. And yeah, it gets lit. I don't know. I have a lot of good times. I have lots of fun friends, and I like to have a lot of fun. So I don't see why not show other people what I'm doing. They're interested. People are watching. I mean, just on Instagram alone, I have 150 people watching my one story. So, and that's a lot for Snapchat. I mean, I know like there's a lot of other people who probably have it a little bit crazier, but for me, it's like 150 people just watching me like say hello. It's kind of like, fuck, that's cool. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Free the weed and the nipples. I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, chilling like a villain.
Yeah.
This is like 10 seconds later, so I'm watching myself talk, and I fucking wave my hands around a lot, don't I? I just realized that. I'm like, okay. Shout out to Butter King. Yes. Dream car. Oh, I love cars. What would I want? What would I want? What would I
This is
want?
interesting.
I think, I don't know. I like cars a lot. I guess my dream is to have like maybe like a few,
It's got to be
you
white.
know. It does have to be white or red. Those are my favorite car colors. Um, it'd be cool to have like, a really cool Jeep. That's definitely something that I've always really thought was cool. Porsche is definitely on the list there. I've loved Porsches my whole life. When I was little, I wanted to be Porsche Spice with a Porsche. That's literally,
That's
I
cool.
always said that as
That
like a
is
girl
cool.
this high. I was like, I want to be Porsche Spice and I want to drive a Porsche and I'm going to be the coolest fucking chick ever. Like, that's literally me. So Porsche is definitely on there. I don't know. There's lots that I like, but yeah, those two for sure. Yeah. And I don't know if I would want like a Jeep or like a G Wagon, because like a G Wagon's kind of like the luxurious version of a Jeep. So it's like, but I do really like Jeeps at the same time. And one of my best friends has a Jeep, and I've been riding around in it a lot lately, and I drive it all the time. And it's like, fuck yeah, I love this thing. Like it's awesome.
They are.
It's so good on gas, and it's like, and you can fit in awesome, like it's like a little box. You just like do things that you just, and I just like the car I have now, I fucking love it. It's awesome, but it's really long, and it can get really irritating sometimes. I feel like I'm driving this big boat around. I'm just like, I see all these parking spots, but I'm like, I ain't gonna fucking fit in there. Fuck. Around the circle I go, but yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, those are the two cars on my list, I guess, for now.
Two good cars. That's for sure.
Right? Yeah, but definitely, yeah, the Porsche. And like Porsche since I was really little, and then when I got into like my early teens, like early or late preteens, early teens, I got really into lowriders, like really into them. I thought they were so fucking cool, like the old school Cadillacs.
Yeah.
My ex had his brother had a Regal that was fucking sick and just done out. So definitely Definitely a lowrider would be on the list as
Yeah.
well. I'd love to own a lowrider. That'd be so fucking cool. What do I drive a Cadillac? That's so funny that someone would ask me that. What I just said that. No, I don't. I drive a Solera. So it's cute girl's car, but it is really long. It's big. and the doors are really heavy. You have to tell people to be careful when they open the doors because they just go flying. It's heavy, man. Like, it's crazy. Just like, holy fuck. Someone just mentioned that I've yet to have a dab on my show, and it's like almost been an hour, and you are so right. So I think that I should definitely have a freaking dab right now. So I'm going to do a dab.
I think, yeah, I could use one too.
Yeah, let's do. Oh my god. Get a 2-door charger. That's funny. Can you see it? Or did I move it? Yeah, I did. I'll show you. I'm so happy it's Pride, by the way. I want to say that again. I think it's super cool that there's a bunch of people out there right now getting to celebrate how proud they are to be themselves. And to think that anybody would give anybody a hard time for being themselves, no matter what it is. Like, it just blows my mind why it matters to anybody else what somebody else is doing, saying, anything. Like, it just, like, we need to just worry about ourselves, make ourselves happy, worry about our families and all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
someone's sexuality or any of that, like, that shouldn't matter. Like, I just think it's
Well put.
horrible. I think it's horrible that
Good
people have to hide who they really are because they're afraid of other people's reactions, or they're afraid of being what's the word? When your family disowns you. That's the word I was looking for. To think that you would, like, be scared to be getting disowned by your family or something because of who you are or what you like to do. I just think it's an absolute fucking joke. It's stupid. But I am happy that society is slowly getting more and more open to it.
That's right.
So
We've seen the transgender march.
we did.
I think yesterday or the day before, and it was just
Yesterday
huge.
was what was yesterday?
Or the day before.
The day before was the transgender.
And it grew.
Yesterday
because,
was the Dyke March.
Yeah,
That's what it
is that
was.
what they call it? The Dyke
Yep,
March?
yep.
Because I know a
No,
lesbian
that's what it's called.
girl that it would slap me if I called her that.
Well, you shouldn't call her that, like, in a negative
I
way,
don't, but yeah.
pretty sure that's what they call it. I can be corrected,
Yeah,
but
you know what was interesting was to see how many times it grew, because I've seen the parade out front here many times over, and this year it was huge. I really like to see that, and a lot of people coming from all over the world. I've seen banners from Texas and other countries, Australia. It's really cool. Like Katrina said, freedom, whatever floats your boat.
okay. Well, it's almost time to end the show, so fly off a few more questions if you'd like, because I'm going to answer one or two more questions, and then I'm going to say bye-bye. And for the person who asked me what the Q-tips are for, ta-da!
Ding, ding, dong.
It's to keep my banger clean.
And it is
There you
clean.
go.
Wow, I'm impressed actually.
Yeah.
Because Brittany's banger is a lot dirtier than that.
Yeah, Yeah, well, not everybody likes to do the Q-tip method
Yeah.
and teach their own.
I probably wouldn't be one of them myself, but yeah.
Yep. I have one of these lovely clean bangers at home that my roommate uses, and she doesn't believe in the Q-tip method. So it
That's
is
hilarious.
blacker than black
Yeah.
at the most of the
Yeah.
time. So I just told her, you can just use that bong. That's the one you use when you're here, and I'll use mine. So yeah, what do we have here? Do 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 do. God or no God? Very good question, I guess, because that roots a lot to my childhood. Um, I don't believe in God, like the whole church and all of that. I was put through some pretty awful shit in my childhood in foster care through people who said it was because of God. So I don't really necessarily believe in that. I do believe in a higher power. But yeah, no, I don't go to church and I don't want to hear any of it. But that's just my opinion. But I do definitely believe in energy and I believe in higher powers out there for sure. I'm not ignorant to that at all. But yeah,
God is love.
that's all I have to say about that one. Chaz, my banger, bro. Actually not ran into, but
Jazz.
I actually saw someone on Instagram. I think they were called Chaz Banger.
Chaz
And,
is a good friend of Darren's.
and, oh, really?
Yeah, Chaz, the tattoo guy.
I don't know if that's who he is, who I saw
Yeah,
on
yeah, maybe.
Instagram, but
But
I was
Banger,
watching.
bro, and Chaz,
I was
probably a friend of Darren's.
I was seeing his videos, and he's quite funny. I was watching them. I was like, this guy's funny, man. Jazz banger. Anyways, do, do, do. I've never grown. I have never grown a cannabis plant in my entire life. And that is something that I would absolutely love to do. And Kush Queen will definitely do something like that in the future because I love it. I love the plant and I would love nothing more. I've been in a garden, I've been around growing plants and stuff. I've just personally never grown my own plant. I've never had my own garden. I've never helped with growing a garden. So, but it's something that I would definitely be interested in doing for sure. One more question. Let's see. What do I want to pick? What do I want to pick? It's hard. Do you see any questions? I'm trying to like. Oh. Price on the THC. What do I do with my stems? Most of the time, I throw them away. To be honest with you, but a lot of the times, if they're really big, I keep them, um, and I use them to season nails, like titanium ones. But now I've kind of been using this, so I guess lately I've just been throwing them away. I don't save them for tea or anything like that. So maybe I should. But I don't know. I don't really get a lot of weed that is super, super stemmy. I think if I did, maybe I'd be like, I should do something with these stems. But I think the majority of the time they're really just tiny, and I just kind of just throw them away. I don't like edibles made by weed, to be honest. I'm not a fan. I just can't digest it properly. It just makes me feel ill. And so, yeah, I've just kind of stayed away from edibles.
What about the Butter King smoothies?
I do like Butter King smoothies. I can drink them. They don't make me feel sick. They give me a really good night's sleep. And I believe that that's because they're made from your Butter King, though.
Yeah.
I really, really strongly believe that. So. And my voice is really raspy because it's really smoky here. And I pray, and I pray, and I pray that we will get some rain for our province because it is fucking burning away right now, and it's really sad. And it's smoky as fuck out there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All those wild animals.
yeah, it's sad. Honestly, it makes me so sad. Anyways, thanks for all the questions. I'm gonna stop with that. But yeah, it's really sad. And I guess I guess all I can say is please just donate stuff and donate any extra, I guess, cash that you have to. Um, I mean, look around in your neighborhoods and see places. I know a lot of different places are collecting clothes and donations of stuff for people who've been evacuated. So I think there's a place in Chilliwack. There's probably a place downtown that you can look up. Look it up on your Mr. Google there, and definitely help out your province because it's sad. I would hate for it to happen around us here, and I would hope that the rest of the province would help us if it ever happened to us. So we got to make sure that we're there for the rest of the province.
Yeah.
So yeah, and be careful when you're out there, when you're smoking your joints, when you're having your fires, or you're doing your barbecues and stuff like that. Just make sure that everything's been put out. Make sure you're not being careless, because it's really bad this year. It's the worst it's been in over 60 years. So
Yeah, worst I've ever
yeah,
seen.
yeah, it's
Damn.
bad. So be careful out there, but still enjoy all your little DBs and your bong rips and everything like that. Stay tuned for Carly Marley and BC Bud Gal tomorrow for 420 Lifestyles. And then we've got Freddie on Tuesdays. We've got me, Al, and Greg on Wednesdays for From Under the Influence. Thursdays, I don't really think there's a show Thursday because I'm pretty sure he had a finale. So I don't know what's going on Thursdays right now. But yeah, and then we've got Jer on Friday. Saturday we've got Alyssa, Boss Alyssa, and the crew, high noon. And then Sundays is me again. So yeah, you've got a week full of awesome people doing awesome shows here for the Pod TV network. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Ciao.